Welcome back to the RTG, guys. Thank you very much for joining me again for another episode. Apologies that there wasn't one yesterday. We crack on with the January transfer window today, and we are looking not for a goalkeeper. The most popular suggestion or recommendation or request was for me to sign a new wide midfielder. Stefan has been very, very good for us, so there was the general consensus that he deserved to continue on as our starting striker. Of course, in the last episode, we got the frustrating news that Campos will be out for 5 weeks with an injury. So Jack Rolls is restored to the starting lineup for the time being. But we will be looking to get Campos back in at cam and sign a new right winger for this starting 11. And the most popular option, or the most popular suggestion, was the young Messi regen. Now, I will have to sell to buy, because he's currently valued about £20 million more than I have the budget for. So, fingers crossed, we can get what we need in the transfer window to approach and try and get the deal done. I might try, initially, at the very beginning of the window, a swap deal to see if Getafe will be open to that, but we'll wait and see. I'm scouting Alex Conceição, as some of you asked that we could double check and see what he'd grown to. And as such, I have a number of players on the transfer list here. So we're trying to get some extra money in to raise the funds to bring in the Messi regen for the remainder of this season. One thing you guys noticed that I didn't when recording, and it was only on screen for the briefest of split seconds, was that a couple of episodes ago, David Campos was confirmed in a news article in the bottom right hand section of this main picture here as winning the Ballon d'Or. Our 93 rated Uruguayan scout future star won the Ballon d'Or. I think that's the first time that's ever happened for me. Not just with a regen, anyone in my team winning the Ballon d'Or. Probably the Champions League victory was a large factor in that. And he's gone up to 93 rated. He was 92 at the time. David Campos is one of the most remarkable players that we've ever had as a scout future star. And you guys were very, very eagle-eyed to pick up on the fact that he won that accolade. So congratulations, David Campos. He's having his best season in a Cambridge United shirt as well, which is great. Although he will miss the month of January. So in January, oh man, the Champions League draw, we got Real Madrid. Ugh, yuck. Okay, so we start with Bolton today in the FA Cup. We'll sim that obviously. Then we'll play Southampton and Crystal Palace, and we will try and get the deal done for the Messi regen from Getafe. We shall give it a damned good go to try and make it a reality. He's only 83 rated, but that is still a slight improvement on what we've currently got. And obviously his stats are very much suited to that position. So why he's only 83 rated, I'm not entirely too sure. We're clearly going to get the win in the FA Cup against Bolton. So thrilled with that. Through to the next round of that competition, which should be drawn actually later in the month. So we will probably have a simmed FA Cup game in tomorrow's episode as well. Presumably, the next round will be drawn after the second game of the day against Crystal Palace. So 2 Premier League games to be played today. Williams asked for a break, and I gave him it. And I'll just say I'm proud of Gabriel Martinelli. He's been pretty decent since coming in. I won't say he's been the absolute best, but he's definitely been a player that I've enjoyed using. 8 goals, 5 assists in 21 games. That's all right. It's not world-beating figures, but it's certainly a great start to life at a new club. So we shall continue to train, and then we shall head into this game against Southampton, where I will join you next, unless there's some transfer news to bring you. Here's Thomas again. Driving inside well. Early delivery is decent. Salisu wins the first header. Cano wins the second. That was nicely done. Right, Jack Rolls back in the starting lineup. Hopefully we can see some good performances from Jack. And he makes the most of the opportunity, because they have been at a premium for him this season. It's been, I see the opportunity to play that through ball. Try and stop that option being taken. Kravinovic has options here. Barkley lifts that over the top to a Campos. Back to Thomas. Seem to remember Thomas being a pretty capable wing-back last time we played Southampton. Kravinovic to Simeone. Nice little back heel. Great block by Salisu. I was worried about the near post OP-ness there. Hernandez has outmuscled Don Brown, which is not an easy thing to do. And Brandon Williams has done brilliantly to win that back there. And now we can counter with Martinelli. I've been on the back foot quite a bit here, actually, to start the game against Southampton. They've been pretty decent. I'm yet to really get into their half and properly threaten. We'll use the runner rolls there to draw the defender out of the way. And Martinelli could have squared the ball. He's done really well there, Hernandez. There was a man in the middle that was breaking free, but I didn't quite fancy him to get there ahead of the defender. Unlike the way that Giovanni Reina scored a good goal in one of the most recent episodes. Don Brown has done brilliantly to win that back there. Oh, I should have turned away from the man rather than just instinctively trying to turn forward. That's a foul on Simeone, and it's left Che Adams on his own here, but he will find Hernandez. Brandon Williams stands firm again. Both sides defending well so far and making themselves difficult to break down. Challenge for that, please, Giovanni. He's won the header well, but he's not necessarily aimed it anywhere. As we approach half-time here, Chelsea extended their lead over West Ham, so they look like they're going to be winning again at Stamford Bridge. Good save by Stefan, and Perisiol does just enough. I'm going to call the keeper for this, and he'll get there first. Oh, that was slightly worrisome. Southampton have been so good in this game so far. Martinelli, make me that run. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, computer started to load something that isn't even opening. Martinelli's made the run that I wanted him to. We'll play him in now and we're in here. Gabriel Martinelli could give us a 1-0 lead. I might have overdone that. Rolls. I have overdone it. I didn't have the angle to get a decent effort away at near post, and I didn't want to shoot a cross goal with his left foot because it's untested. Can we get it back to him here? Maybe. There's Rolls. Abadia's round that corner. It's found well. Oh, I should have squared it. I should have squared it. I'd committed to the shot. I couldn't cancel it in time. And Abadia pulls the shot across the post. Oh, the obvious chance to just lay that back to Jack Rolls. And I've thrown it away. And they're my best chances of the half so far. It's been all red and white action in the first period. I'll show you the stats in a moment when we have the halftime whistle go, which is now. And I'll be honest, they're easily the better side in this game, Southampton. They've had all of the ball and all of the chances. All of the ball and all of the chances. 52% possession, which actually is a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. And you've seen those two chances for me in that highlight in the last 5 minutes of the half. Prior to that, I hadn't had a single shot. So, work to be done in this second half if we're to get ourselves 3 points from this one. And we know we're in a position where we need to really win every single game remaining this season in the Premier League to stand a chance of winning the title. Out to the right back. Perisiol into Don Brown again. There's Abadia. Just trying to keep possession, and he's done really well with some good dribbling there. Not the best of balls to Jack, but he's going to try and work some space and then find a teammate again. And there is some support here from Don Brown. Abadia's just... You mean you just literally stood offside, Agustin? I'm never going to be able to find you there. Cut back. Don Brown's there available in the middle. I'll hope that he can pull off the defender. He can't, but we have been able to work a corner. Slightly fortuitous because that was a really poor pass from me. Martinelli delivers the ball. Salisu could be underneath it. It's going to fall here to Rolls, who's volleyed it well, but it's blocked by the defender. Brandon Williams driving forward inside to Don Brown. Turn the defender that's come towards him. Don Brown scored a number of goals from us in a similar situation so far this season by powering them home, but Angus Gunn gets in the way. We'll lift this one towards a deeper position. Oh, what a header from Eusebio Cano. Wow. Very well aimed on goal, but unfortunately, again, the keeper right behind it. Jack Rolls is up for this one. That was... Well, the keeper's pointed to the spot. He must have used an arm there, Ocampos. It was he who won the header, and it went towards goal. We'll have a look at the replay. It must have been handball, surely, because I don't think there was a foul in there. Where's the replay, please? Let's have a look. Don't think he pushes him at all. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's gone up. It didn't even look like he hit a hand. I don't know what the penalty's been given for. Jack, time to score a penalty, please, my man. I'm going to try and take some of the advice in the comment section, which is aim the penalty first, then take it. There we go. Buried in the back of the net. I tend to take my penalties in career mode usually the way I would do an Ultimate Team, where you just hold it down to the bottom, aim for a bottom corner, and shoot. But you guys have asked me to be a little bit slower, more methodical with my penalty taking in career mode. So I am going to do that moving forward. And we'll have a bit more variety in the sort of penalties we take and the sort of goals we score. But Jack, back in the starting lineup, from the spot, buries it. 3 goals in the Premier League for him, 1 in this game for us. And so far, that one will be enough to see us win. Forward to Abadia. Lift it quickly so that Reyna's onside. And he's gotten lucky there. The defender did get to that first. Inside to Abadia. And surely two. Oh, and relax. I had horrible feelings at half-time that missed opportunity to lay that across to Jack Rolls was going to cost me the game. But thankfully, it has not. We've kicked on in the second half and built on what we were starting to do at the end of the first. Become the dominant side in the game. And that's now reflected in the scoreline. Cambridge 2, Southampton 0. That'll be 3 points for us. Just what we needed to start this transfer window. Hopefully putting the club in a good standing to attract a certain young Messi regen. Should we be able to raise the funds? Presiol driving down the right-hand side. I'm going to whip a ball because Abadia looked like he was in a good position. Unfortunately, he seemed rather uninterested in that Abadia. Sander Berger from the edge of the box. Oh, I tell you what. Might not have the best of shooting stats, but that was pretty decent. We don't have to worry about stamina too much because the next game is in a full week's time. But I will make a couple of changes just to freshen things up and try and hold on to the lead we've got. Let's throw Ollie Skip in midfield. Presiol, despite having played the full game so far, is still almost at full fitness. Such is the power of dynamic potential and his 99 stamina. Keeper's going to come for that. Williams isn't going to be able to get to it first, but he could beat Krovonovitz to it. Unfortunately, there was a secondary Southampton man there. But those changes that we've made should be enough to hold on to the victory we've got coming our way. You never know, especially if they're going to make mistakes like that. We might be able to add a third or a fourth goal to proceedings. Briançon delivers the cross. Mwanga away, falls to Reyna. Great touch by Baranachea. And the turn two, but not the finish. Up we go, Salisu, win that header, please. I'm sure he did, actually, but he'll win the physical encounter afterwards. Baranachea got Abadia there. We'll play the 1-2, and he's in behind here. Can he get the shot away? No, just out-muscled by Matt, who did brilliantly well there. Otherwise, that was going to be 3-0. But it's just the two, but all 3 points will come our way regardless. We'll take a win from our first played game of the day. Again, very creative. Still not putting away as many chances as I might like, but getting the victory and a clean sheet to boot will help. Chelsea win 3-0. Everton won 5-0 there. We are still within touching distance of those above us. The gap to the top is 13 points still, and Chelsea really don't show any signs of letting up. But I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Moving forward, I don't think we're going to get any more interest in our players. Cambridge board have offered me some prize money for the FA Cup, and the next round will have been drawn. Wilson, you want to play it? Okay. Alright, I can do that. Wilson will play and start at left back for the next game. It's Crystal Palace, and we've Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup. That's a winnable tie as well, thankfully. So we'll go and play Palace, and then we'll see if we can get that Messi regen in. Crystal Palace, Milton Valenzuela in goal, who looked tiny actually. Pedroza, Boetius, Elliott, and someone else didn't quite read it in time. Richter, Bittencourt, Junior, Nurse, and Pedraza with Yaremchuk up top. Their keeper looked tiny, Valenzuela, in that little graphic. I don't know how tall he actually is. We'll wait and see. I'm going to have a quick check now. He doesn't look that tall, does he? What was his name again? I'm going to have a quick look and see how tall he is. He looked tiny in that graphic. It might just be an odd graphic. I might be way off here. But I'm going to have a look. What's his name? What was your name? Milton He's a left back. That's why he's tiny. They're playing a left back in goal. Valenzuela. They're playing a left back in goal, lads. Right then. Okay, Crystal Palace playing a left back in goal. Berger through the gap to Brown. And there's Jack Rolls. Let's test this keeper. Oh, well done, Valenzuela. This keeper. Good save. Good save. It wasn't the most orthodox of saves. And you don't imagine that he's going to be making many orthodox saves. Oh, and even Sander Berge can score bangers. We might be in for a few here, boys. Time to boost the goal difference. Forward we come. Rolls. Berge. Oh, no, it was meant for... Well, yeah, it was meant for Abadia, but not through that channel. That's not gone according to plan. Brown. Rolls. Effort. Blocked well. Cleared away. Oh, I'm finding myself having pot shots now whenever I can. They've opened me up here, actually, on the counter-attack. We're going to have to be wary of that. I want to get so gung-ho throwing bodies forward to try and score 17 bajillion goals that we end up actually conceding 2 or 3. Crystal Palace are the sort of side that will punish you. In this save, we found that out all too well. Let's see if we can get ourselves a second goal sooner rather than later, though. If they keep hold of the ball well, Palace, then we won't have the opportunity... Oh. We won't have the opportunities to isolate their left-back goalkeeper. And to be fair, they have defended quite well so far. They keep having enough bodies in the way to block shots that I haven't been able to have too many free opportunities to just aim at goal. Nice footwork from Berge there to turn the attempted challenge. I'll lift this. I won't lift this. Okay, apparently my left bumper isn't working. Went to lift it over the top to play him in behind there, Martinelli. And it didn't work. Oh. Nice burst of acceleration there from Mauro Junior. Hasn't necessarily aimed his run too well, though. Straight into Don Brown. Right, Sander back there to Jack. Into Abadia. I've got a lot of men around me here. I'll lift it. Oh, no, my LB button is working. Into Giovanni Reina. Keep that in. Good lad. Don Brown is there. Right, let's not just have pot shots from distance. Let's actually still try and work good opportunities. Abadia turns well, and Abadia scores. 2-0 after half an hour. Bumped off it by Don Brown. Wasn't even in control of me, just happened to be in the way. This ball to Abadia. Can we get Jack round the corner? Yes, we can. Jack rolls, deflected, and wide of the target. Where's this going to go from the corner? If we can get one on target, it might be a goal. That's flicked. He might be little, but he's caught that one, Valenzuela. Well done, sir. What's your distribution like? Presumably, with the ball at his feet, he should be pretty good. But he's using his arms regardless. It's going to be 2-0 at half-time, which, to be fair to Crystal Palace, is a pretty respectable scoreline for the time being. I would like to make it an embarrassment for them, though, in the second half. Abadia holds off the defender really well. And Brown will look to play Jack in. Oh, it's a great turn. Oh! Lovely save from Valenzuela. Size difference between him and Don Brown there. That was headed destined for the back of the net. It wasn't actually as far in the corner as I hoped it would be. But good stop. Fair play to him. Cano could win this. Oh, and if that had been on target, he wouldn't have kept that out. But unfortunately, it wasn't on target. Come on. Bosch. Oh, good save. I'm shooting from places where I never would ordinarily, just because I stand a chance of scoring some cracking goals. Bring that down. Well done, Giovanni. Here's Jack. Do I? No, I haven't got the space for it. Oh, I could with Barrenechea, however. Oh, but it's terribly, terribly, terribly aimed. Barrenechea's off the bench. I can't remember if I showed you the subs or not. Barrenechea's off the bench. Nemecha's off the bench. And I meant to start Wilson and forgot. So I brought him off the bench, so at least it registers to him that he's played. And he should be happy enough, and that will keep his morale high. I should have played him anyway, and I forgot. So, my bad. But Jack Rolls will spread this out wide here to Perez Siol, who can utilise that 99 stamina. He'll have plenty of work left in those legs. We'll pull that back. Oh, it's over Jack Rolls. It falls to Barrenechea, and it's well blocked by a defender. Defended well. They must know they have... Oh, come on. Just read the flight of the ball, Sander. You're not exactly rapid, so you should certainly have been able to stop running and turn and get to that ball. That's going to be another corner for Crystal Palace. I might end up conceding here. I certainly hope not. I really wanted to boost my goal difference and make this embarrassing for them. If anything, it's been a respectable game. Plus, Crystal Palace so far. Reina's got in a good turn there. Can we score one more, perhaps? He's going to run out of stamina. Nemecha is on that far side, so I'll play it across looking for him. It's loose. Keeper's come, though, so I'll look to lift it over him. It's been very, very unfortunate for both Crystal Palace and Lucas Nemecha. Deserved the goal. Good run, good ball. Decent attempt at a lobbed finish. Unlucky for it to drop down off the bar. And then unlucky for Palace for it to have fallen straight to Don Brown. Really nice attempted chip. And it Could have fallen anywhere and it fell straight to Dom. Never mind, 3-0. That one would have happened whether they had a full keeper in goal or not. It's going to be 3-0 here against Crystal Palace as the final whistle goes. Not as strong a scoreline as I'd have hoped, but still a 3-0 win is a 3-0 win, so I'm not going to complain too much. 13 shots, 6 on target. Spurs drop points, but it's more Liverpool, Chelsea and the Manchester sides that we need to be dropping points, which they haven't done, unfortunately. Chelsea have, actually. The gap has closed from 13 to 11. And we were able to have Wilson get a positive reaction from that last game by bringing him off the bench. So the gap is closing to the top of the table. Not massively, but if we can close by 2 points every 2 games between now and the end of the season, as we have done today, then we will close the gap on Chelsea. Right. Let's see if we can do something from Mazzacco. I doubt it with the money I've got available at the minute. I'll try a player swap. If they're interested in Ethan Clark, which they are, we could be in for something. What? I'm sorry. No. Go away. Please. 92. Well, that's a big drop, but it's still not big enough. Christ alive. Come on, keep coming down. Think it might be a bit of a tough ask to try and get Masako in, lads. Or Mazzacco. I don't quite think that's going to be feasible without offering a player that is much higher rated. Hopefully, now that we know they're interested in Clark, hopefully if I can get the sale through of a couple of other players that are worth something, like Collins and Rodak, then maybe we can make that deal a reality. But on that evidence, it looks unlikely for now. And if I can't get it done, then I will probably go for Dean Henderson instead. But for now, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, drop the video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the remainder of this 9th season. The gap at the top is closing. Let's keep that going. I'll see you next time.